Hello there, Scorpio. Welcome. This is intended to be a timeless message. So, there's been a message that has been coming around, coming together, and I feel like it's about 80% complete right now. And yeah, I feel to share it, to sit down here and see what comes up. So the first word that came to mind is the defenestration, right? And from what I know with this word is like a fenestra is you know how we have the holes in cheese, something like that. So a fenestra is like a hole, a window. So I'm getting a window of opportunity as well. And defenestration would be like removing the window or taking something out of a window. So I took time to, to get the meaning of defenestration. And it says the action of throwing someone out of a window, and it's formal, but it's also humorous. So that means it's something, it's formal, but at the same time it sounds, it's like there's a humor to it as well. So it could be some satire, it could be some comedy, or there could be something that is a mixture of serious and laughter all at the same time at this time. Okay, so that could be significant. Now the example that comes here is death by defenestration has a venerable history. So you know how we have the, I'm getting some kind of justice or karma that plays out that can be punishable or that feels like punishment as well. Okay, and then the informal meaning here is the action or process of dismissing someone from a position of power or authority. And the example here is that victory resulted in Churchill's own, so Churchill is the former president of the United States, if I'm not mistaken. That victory resulted in Churchill's own defenestration by the war-weary British electorate. Okay, so I'm not going to get much into the politics of this, but I feel like there's definitely politics that is involved. And there was this time when I did a reading about, I brought the scenario of this series, Young Sheldon, and how a computer was acting up, and the first thing that came to their mind was to throw out the computer, and as soon as they did that, there was a sigh of relief, but there was also the realization of the destruction that has been caused by that as well. So I feel like there is a process that I'm being guided to go through here with you, or to explain to you regarding what is happening. There is a past life clearing. There's some kind of clearing that you are experiencing, and it's happening in your body. So I'm talking on the personal level, but of course, feel free to apply this on something that you are observing, on something that is happening at work as well. But the bottom line here is there is a defenestration process that you're experiencing right now, and some of you could have had dreams about this as well. Maybe something of a taking out of the window, but something to do with a window. All right, and with that, I'm getting a window of opportunity. So I feel like with this, I have a few keywords that are written down, but before we read the keywords, I'm going to pick out a few cards from this tarot deck. This is Tarot of the Sacred Kingdom, so I feel like it's something connected to this download. Seems to be something that spans through generations, and it's like what you're experiencing is, it could be a past version of you that is being released. Yeah, I'm getting, there is a timeline split that is going on right now. And with this timeline split, there's definitely like a release of yourself as well, or a release of something. So this is where the keywords will come in. So let's pick out a few cards from here. What would you like Scorpio to know regarding this download, this message? I'm getting the numbers 2 and 8. 2 and 8 could be significant. Now, when we look at the numbers 2 and 8, well, according to my own interpretation, in this very moment, that is to do with Taurus, which is the second house, and the 8th house, which is Scorpio. And when you look at these two houses, is to do with partnerships, relationships, also with karma. So there's something to do with the numbers 2 and 8 add up to number 10, and when you subtract, or when you take out the number, you get number 6, either -6 or +6, right? So there is that emphasis on, it's like something that is happening in relationships, okay? And it's also to do with your relationships, and this is where you come in, Scorpio. This is where you come in. Your shadow and your light sides are coming in strongly. So the first card here is the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is showing some kind of conundrum, a struggle, some kind of battle, like looking in front of something and seeing that there is a long road ahead. It's like this person is about to embark on a journey. This is what it's looking like here, right? Or they're just looking at the battle or some form of it's like a mountain in front of them, and with that I'm getting the mountain. So some of you could be pilgrims, or there's something about your heritage that is to do with pilgrimage. So I'm getting the Mount Sinai, for example, and this is why I'm getting a combination of politics somehow. All right, so the 5 of Wands is here, and I feel like there is a struggle. There is a form of struggle. Now, while I'm picking that up on your part, where you're looking to do something, or you are navigating some kind of resistance, there could be some situations around you as well that, it's like as you're about to embark on this journey, there is that part of the resistance that you are experiencing within, and that is not yours, which is actually, if you look at it in the world of manifestation or even spirituality, whatever you experience that is going against what is for your good and for the higher good is most likely not yours. Maybe it was borrowed, or maybe it was passed down somehow. So this is why I'm getting that there could be some situations that are watching you really look at that, the mountain, really look at whatever it is that you're navigating right now. It could even be as easy as answering a call, or making a call, opening an email. But whatever this is that you are navigating, you have situations that are not facing theirs, but would rather look at you doing your own work. So there's that thing of projection that is coming up with the 5 of Wands. The key word with the 5 of Wands is struggle. And then the World. The World is number 21. With the World card, we have Saturn. This person is also looking up at something, or looking towards something, and it feels like they're coming out of a cave. So there's that thing of climbing, and then Judgment. There's the climbing there. So that is where the keywords come in, the World and Judgment together. This is 21, this is 20, and then one more, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. So 3 major arcanas that are coming up for you. I feel like you're embarking on a journey here where you know that there's a lot to do, or you are going on a long journey, or this is a big task as well. Feels like a mission. You could feel like you're on a mission right now, or there is a new mission that is about to be activated. Though whatever this is, let's get to the next part of this reading. The Tower. The Tower is thunder. Judgment and the Tower is like a major awakening. And if you notice with the World card, this is 21, Judgment is 20, Wheel of Fortune is 10. So there is a form of a countdown. There is a form of regression. And remember, the past life clearing is more of like a regression. So there's something about the heaven and on earth that you're being guided to look towards. And this heaven on earth is to do with perception. So I could say heaven on earth, and you could even be the one that speaks like that, but it can come as someone saying something like, yeah, I'm not in that. Well, right? So there's something about what you're making do with, or how you continuously are shifting your reality. And it is not that easy. It's not an easy thing, but it's like your presence is what is the most important right now. So I feel like there are some major awakenings that you're also causing. It could even be as easy as planting seeds, and then with the tower there are sudden realizations, epiphanies as well that are happening. And it doesn't mean that you're not experiencing that. Again, it doesn't mean that. And that is where your shadow and light are coming in. And this is where this message is here as well. Wow. So the message here is someone is learning. Someone is not learning a karmic lesson, or karmic lesson, so to speak. So this could be more than one person as well, or some situations that you're observing. And that is where this is coming as a kind of warning for you as well, so that you continue to keep your eyes open. Because whatever this is may want to, it could be that there has been an attachment, or there's been some kind of contract. It could be a karmic contract as well. But this situation, yeah, is that Five of Wands once again. So I feel like this person, maybe you don't even know this person, but I feel like it's to do with a past life contract, something that has come with you to this lifetime. So for some of you, this could even be family, or somehow it has started from there. Someone is not learning a karmic lesson, and this defenestration is acting as a severe punishment. So I feel like this person in the past lives didn't learn their lessons, and they were sent to this lifetime, and the severe punishment is actually the absence of death. So it means that it's a blessing to even have death. Life, death, rebirth is a blessing to continue to renew. It's a blessing to continue to honor, the void, to honor the emotions. But this person or these people, they're showing up in the death. If you look at the death card in the tarot, they're showing up in the death in the inverted position. Okay, so there's something about there's an eternal punishment. There's something that is a life. I'm getting a death sentence rather than a life sentence. So this kind of situations may have been sent your way, or they may have targeted you because you have the blessing of death in this lifetime. So maybe at some point in some past lives, because when I see the Tower, Judgment, with this card, even the Wheel of Fortune, you see the Wheel of Fortune is showing a time traveler, someone who has traveled a long way, someone who has seen many incarnations, right? So there is something about these situations that have followed you, and it's like what they have followed you for. This is where your own reclamation of power comes in, to see that they are here for you to kind of act as some kind of salvation. You see the Judgment card right there. It looks like there's a salvation happening. This is Plutonian energy. See that? So there's something about the salvation that they want from you. So some of them may have come via, it could be money, it could be sex, it could be, I'm getting fresh blood as well, but some kind of pure essence that they are looking for. And now, yeah, what I'm getting here in terms of the death, and then the death in the inverted position, is like the analogy that I'm getting here is the pure can die and come alive again. So that means people who are pure, and we've seen that in, when people say that, oh, this person died too soon, or they were too pure for the world. So there's something about the purity, and the death that is used usually in that analogy is like the physical death, but this one is showing that there is a purity that you have that allows you to continue to go into that cycle of life, death, rebirth. Okay, so this is one, or it's like you're being told here, a bit of a digression, that this is actually a huge gift for you, right? It's a huge gift for you that you have been given, that is in disguise. Like death in itself, life, death, rebirth is a disguise, or it is a huge blessing. And this may call for a shift in perspective on your part as well, so that you continue to honor these processes. And also, of course, when we say life, death, rebirth, sometimes we can be in the death and we want to stay there. But how is it that we continue to honor the cycle? How is it that we continue to build that capacity? Because in the death, we're also building capacity. We're building more space. And the more we build more space, how can we come out? Now, I feel like this is a very tiny example, but I remember saying at the beginning that this download has come and it's been, I feel like I said it was 80%. And that in itself, you see, I used the number 80, which is number 8. So there's something about the 80%, all right? So it is a form of a perfection, but also giving spaces for errors, giving spaces for discrepancies, giving spaces for arguments or disagreements as well with the 5 of Wands. And with that, you also are open to that kind of, then it can become an argument, it can become a discussion. But then this is how you navigate conflict resolution as well, with the 5 of Wands being there. Okay, so let's go back to this person or these people. Now, this is someone who is seeking death from you. Ultimately, they are seeking an ending. They are seeking, and not, some of them come to you, and you could be someone who gives or you're a giver, but there's something about you opening your eyes to what it is that these situations may truly want. This may even come in the form of energies. But there's something about the negotiation, all right, with that number 8 as well, as above, so below. So it could come in the form of contracts, negotiations, and it's like you see through something right now that you may not be able to grasp. And there are some that are not ready to negotiate, and you need to see those situations for what they are. It's like now is the time where you're opening your eyes. I'm also getting that you're no longer babysitting, all right? It doesn't have to be a baby, but there's something about you no longer babysitting. So it's like your eyes are opening very wide, and there's something about you being open to conflict, but also it's like there's a new level of harmony with the number 8. Number 6 would be harmony. The number 8, I feel like, is more of something that is becoming. It's like there's a plot twist, and part of that plot, at the center of that plot twist is you seeing your power. So this is why this is coming as something is degrading. You see, when we talk about past life, there's a regression, and you, as you're doing your work, there's something about the awakening that know your place, know your position, know where you are at, know the work that you have done. So there are some revelations that will come to you, and you're being told here not to take it as your own. It's not yours, but it doesn't mean that you do not mix up, right? With the world, there's that thing of belonging. It's about a new level of value, essence, once again. So there's something about your essence that continues to come in here again and again. I feel like this message is for a chosen one, maybe a star seed on a mission as well. But there's that thing of the aspect of a chosen one. And I'm also getting the Hermit. The Hermit being number 9. The Hermit being number 9 is to do with your contemplation. There's a lot of contemplation on your part as well. There's also that thing of your importance once again. All right, your importance. With the number 9, if you look at the 7 main chakras in the body, connected to spirit, your ancestors, there are 2 more layers on top of the crown, and that reflects on the below as well. So there's something about your connection to the layers that are beyond the number 7 alone, and that is what may have made you a hermit in this lifetime. And of course, the hermit doesn't have to be like you're not out there in the world. It could just be the way that you operate. There's a lot of wisdom. You may have been called an old soul in the past life. Okay, I said in the past life, but I wanted to say in the past. But there is a connection that you have to the hermit. And there's a question mark over here. And this is why I'm keeping quiet here and there regarding the hermit. There's also the magician. And we'll leave that there because I feel like this is overlapping with a bit of Pisces energy as well. In summary, there's a big one in here. The tower is showing, you know, I always use the tower as something that is happening, like a dog walking and then all of a sudden they're shaking their body. It's like they can feel something, maybe a parasite. So this could also be your body, your health, your well-being. So this is the time to own your power. And with that, it's coming with a different meaning entirely. It's coming with a different meaning entirely. I mean, you see the major arcanas right here. So it tells me that it's something happening that is bigger. Is very, very big. I want to see what the 5 of Wands is about. Someone could be afraid of rejection as well. Justice is here. The Hanged One. And then 6 of Swords. The Hanged One is here. And you see the clocks are resetting. Something is turning around. The tables are turning around. There is a major enlightenment that you or someone is coming to. Or are coming to. And the 6 of Swords is right here. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? 5 of Swords. The Devil. The Magician. 8 of Wands. 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. So I feel like there's something of a star with Aquarius and Leo. And then the nodes could be significant as well. North node, south node. It could be significant. So let's say you have Leo, Aquarius. I believe that is happening right now as well in astrology. But there's something to do with a new form of justice that you're having, especially in the area of I'm getting your creativity, your relationships as well. Because something just has to happen. Okay? It's like you have to be released from. With the Tower as well, in the traditional tarot, the Tower shows people that are falling out of a window. So that is the Tower of Babylon. So I feel like there's something or someone here that has built up such a tall tower, feeling like nothing will get to them. And they're finding out the wrong way that the divine exists everywhere. So this is why it's calling for you as well to protect your energy. To actually more of, when I say protect your energy, is not, no, I would rather put it as keep your eyes open and continue to do what you feel guided to. Keep being you, because you need to know that ultimately all of this is happening. And everything here is guiding you to stay in your power, to see who has truly been in power. When a situation targets you like that, you can see what they've been looking for. Now it's easy to just speak it out, but this is your body that is trying to register it right now, and your body is calling you to trust it even more. And this is why I got the hermit earlier, because when you look at the hermit, I got the hermit crab. So when you look at the crab itself, it's like there's a shell. So there's something about gradually, it's not like overnight coming out of your shell, it's gradually allowing that to happen. Gradually. You can call it compassion as well, but it's not that. It's more about the fact that you have experienced this. Your body has all of the memories. There's a huge split that is happening right there. And I feel like you now see situations that could be feeling the split as well. Feeling it's like something is tearing apart here. So you can see how it's been all about your energy. It's been all about your essence. So you need to know that your presence matters a lot right now. You don't have to be doing anything. Your presence matters. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Scorpio? I know this sounds easier said than done, and this is why I keep emphasizing on the fact that it's really a process here. All right, there is a lot of fear that it can come with, because even ourselves, when we are experiencing this, is a shakeup. There is some stuff that is just no longer serving us. The limitations, the limiting beliefs, all of that, the mindset. So it can be scary. And this is where it's all about the presence. Acknowledging the fears as well. What are real fears? What are the fears? Or you write it down or you speak it out. What are your fears right now? And from there, you're asking, are these real fears? If they are real fears, then you go with them, right? Because it's all about now how you continue to be of service to yourself, and then by doing that, you're of the higher good. So anything less is a disservice to yourself, first of all. And this is where you have the situations that are watching you, because they're seeing that, and they don't really understand. They don't understand how it is that they see you as alien. They see you as a glitch. And I feel like this is the time to even reduce over-explaining, as you know. So there's a lot that is bringing a new level of flow. Yes, it's a new level of flow. And this is what I feel is your heaven and earth. You're in a different world right now. You're in a different world entirely. You see, the Hanged One is number 12. The world is number 21. So 12, 21 could be significant. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2 as well. 21, 21, 12, 12. But it says that there is a massive awakening that is going down. All right, it's a mass awakening. So anything that tries to trigger you into conflict, into wanting to react, into wanting to, and they do it. Again, it sounds easier said than done, but they do it. It could be where you hang out, wherever you go. It could be friends, it could be family. But whatever they do is like just to make you to take out of your energy and give to them. And that's why they are shocked. Like with the Tower, they are shocked because they're wondering how they can offer you something. There's something that they're trying to offer you, or they feel like they're offering you, and you're like, yeah, maybe you're not even on that same frequency. Yeah, I feel like you're on a different frequency from the situations. And so it's like they're trying to do something on a different frequency, and they're expecting you to find that message on your frequency. So you're leaving a lot of people shocked. You're leaving a lot of situations shocked. This could be someone that offered you something, maybe an opportunity, something that they may have offered you. And there's just that awakening that they're coming to. So it's like, but that was the whole point of them coming to you in the first place. But then as they get what they asked to be served, they're still shocked. Interesting. Knight says be brave and honest. There was the Justice card earlier. Medicine Mother is also a Justice energy. And then the Shield Maiden says make plans and focus. So I feel like there is definitely the awareness of the chosen one's path. It's not an easy one. It's not for the weak of heart as well. The rose here could be significant. But there is definitely an energy of you taking up the shadows and using them as gear, while also keeping your essence, because this is your gift. So I'm going to read the Knight card. At the bottom of the deck, She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. In terms of the fenestration, defenestration, this is what is going down, all right? This is what is going down here regarding the fall, all right? There is a big fall that is going on. Like something that was a problem. You see the risk right there with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands is being taken down. Druid, hold the space. What is the Knight card all about? Do the right thing even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. Inspired by the Knight Templar, he is a protector of the Holy Grail and therefore of your spiritual growth. So you could have some connection to air, Libra, Gemini, and or Aquarius. Inspired by the Knight Templar, he is a protector of the Holy Grail and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. He represents the warrior in you, whether you are male or female. That energy is within you. His sword and armor show he is courageous and strong. But if you look closely, you will see he has a tear running down his face, showing his willingness to be vulnerable and his love for what he protects. The energy of respect is important right now. You are being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what you stand for. If you are in a space where there is opposition, you're being guided to follow through with integrity, because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You are being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice. If you are longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you're feeling the need to defend your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. The Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune gives an energy of second chances and justice. It's like someone here is truly coming to this lifetime to, it's like there's something that you came to round up, and it's now time for you to get to truly living. You can take that the way that it resonates, but this is what I'm getting. It's like there's a second chance right here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment. You could be seeing a lot of synchronicities at this time. 4-4, 5-5-5. The other ones that came earlier as well. Alright there, Scorpio. I'm going to stop here for now. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll come back with more videos. And thank you so much for joining me, and do take care. Bye-bye.